Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the tailback. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Everett. Throws to the tight end. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud, make it real difficult on our opponent.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. On the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick this one.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off play action on first down. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. You can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force them out of the play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Buys a little time with his feet. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. The give to the big fullback. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're bringing heat. A little screen to the running back. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Everett. Got his man in the middle. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Alabama 10, Florida State 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Spins away. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
And I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Makes the catch. It's Davis.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play. Most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Still looking, on the move. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fair catch, called for and made. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too,
fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They'll try to pick up the first. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Everett. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking for a man. It's Everett. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Pulls it in. It's Connors. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fast motion from the offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes his connection. At the 45, on his way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
The give to Davis. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's a reverse. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Noles in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Now they're going to throw it. The sure hands, it's Connors.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Everett. Quarterback now breaking the field. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. And he'll be brought down.
Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're sending a clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing cranked up and started right.
And this crowd loves it. They want to go for it on 4th down. They want points. They want action. They want some momentum for us on this football field.
Into the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, what a cut! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Yeah, And he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back. And the line's paved some holes. And he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On the move. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Just going to keep it after the snap. Alabama will get the first down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them fourth most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback on the keeper. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Oh, he's looking to throw. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Memphis endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
To the air, it's Everett. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Knowles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for it.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast